Hey everybody, it's Karina with Karina Loves to Plan. Welcome back to my channel. So I do now have a package from Atlas Stationers. It is finally here. Before I get into this, this was ordered, gosh, when was this ordered? In July. And it didn't arrive until Friday, August 11th, which was the day that I was leaving for my trip. And this package spent a good week and a half to 2 weeks in Elk Grove, Illinois, doing who knows what. And then it went to, from what I could see in the tracking, it went to Mississauga, Ontario, and then went back to Illinois, and then took forever to go through customs. And then it was actually in my city, and then got routed to a town outside of my city, which delayed it a day because it would have arrived on Friday, August 10th. So I would have been able to film this before I left, but no, it got routed to Morinville of all things. And then, yeah, so this box has basically traveled a little bit of Midwest USA and then some. So this took ages to get to me. Not at all the fault of Atlas Stationers. It just seems to be my luck with USPS and Canada Post recently. But anyway, let's open this. So for those who live in Canada and are asking, did I get charged customs for this? No, I did not. The cost of shipping from Atlas Stationers is $25 US flat rate. And I actually believe that includes paying for customs ahead of time. So I think customs is already part of the charge for shipping through Atlas, because I have ordered before greater quantities than this in terms of monetary value, and I haven't been charged customs through Atlas. So just a note for all of my Canadian fountain pen enthusiasts. So let's open this up. I had this also pulled on TikTok, so it was quite the journey to get to me. My order along with the note, and oh, come on. So there's that. So it showed you what I ordered, and this is the card. That is so pretty. By Kay Rathburn. And the Garden of Pen and Ink grows at Atlas. Beautiful. So that's going to go on the side here. And then, oh, yes, so I did order a couple of things here, and there should be, I hope it's here. Maybe it's in here. Let's open this up. Okay, so along with my card, I also got a freebie for ordering and having my order pulled live on TikTok, and this is the Hollywood sticker. It's the vinyl sticker, which I will place on my water bottle, and people will have no idea what this is unless if you see me in public, especially at the San Francisco Pen Show, coming up quickly here. If you see me in public and you see this on my black water bottle, please say hi, because this is the Hollywood sticker. This is Brendan from Atlas Stationers. That's so funny. I love that. Okay, and then what I ordered was this Traveler's Company brass clip. I have seen these on so many people's, planners, and just thought it was just the classiest looking. It's so simple, but so classy. And here I am unable to get it out, but it's just a very simple clip that goes on, for example, here. So to open up my book, and it's actually a very sturdy clip, so I can see why so many people love it. It's very sturdy, and this measures, because I actually thought it was going to be bigger, but this measures about just a little over 1.5 inches in width, and then, like, if you're going from the top of the curve, almost 1.75 inches or an inch, like 1.6 inches. And then in terms of, oh yeah, that's quite springy and a very, very strong clipping action. Oh, I am having a day. All right, so let's actually put this here to the side. Love that. So great looking. And I'm gonna put Brendan over here because he's very distracting. Whoops. See? Distracting to the point that I move my camera. All right. So that is the first part of my order. The second part of my order, which you will have already seen from the packing slip, is this. And if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I basically this was unexpected for me. This wasn't one that I was planning on buying, but after seeing it on Erin's YouTube and seeing it on a few other people's. So, Joy in Pens and Paper, I believe, is her channel. And after seeing her pen, I thought I had to have this. So, there we go. And as you can tell from the box, it is a Narwhal or a Nahvalur. Basically, yes, Narwhal Nautilus. Okay. I just have to say that the other Narwhal Nautilus that I have was purchased or gifted by PenChalet, and that one was the, I'll actually pull it out here. Where is it? It is the primary manipulation with the silver trim from Jonathan Brooks of Carolina Pen Company. And I'm very particular about the way the resin is and the swirls are and what colors, and this one is a cooler toned primary manipulation because you can see more of the purples and the greens and the blues. So I preferred, or I asked for a specific colorway in the resin, and I did the same thing with this particular pen. I emailed their customer service and was helped by, I believe it was, where's my packing slip here? Oh my gosh, where did it go? But I was helped by their fantastic customer service. And it was Erica. Erica helped me and she was fantastic. She sent me a couple of pictures of this in a fine nib and I chose the one that I wanted, and here we go. So this is the Narwhal, and you've got the postcard for the instructions and user guide. Oh, and it fell out. Oh, wow. Wow. So this is the Narwhal Voyager or Nautilus in the Tromso model. Goodness gracious. And it's got the rose gold trim, but even look at that trim. You've got such detail. It still says Narwhal on there. But then you've got like beautiful waves. And the Tromso is supposed to signify the northern lights that you see. And I am just looking at how gorgeous this is. This reminds me of the Brooks abalone, which I'm actually going to pull out right now. I have another one. So this is my abalone by this was turned by Bart of Zodiac Pen Company, and you can definitely see that there are similarities. This one, the swirls on this one are tighter and there's more lighter areas, whereas this has more of the darker areas. So I believe it's the abalone that's being used in this as well. Like, it's just gorgeous. And like you could see the teal and the purple mixed with the iridescent and the white and the black. Absolutely gorgeous. I could look at this all day. And the model I have is 421 out of the 500. But look at this rose gold trim and very good clip. I don't use the clip, but I know some people do. And then you've got the ink window there. Although preferably I would have liked to have had the ink window not visible. If you like, actually comparing it to this one, the ink window is not visible, but they included this instead. So maybe on the Voyager series, maybe that's it. On the Voyager series, the ink window is visible like this, whereas on the Nautilus, you've got the the ink window that kind of looks like the window in a submarine. So beautiful. Oh my gosh, I cannot stop looking at the swirls on this. That is beautiful. And I got this, oh, look at the grip section. I got this in a fine nib, and it is just that beautiful rose gold color. It is a steel nib, but it's got the rose gold plating on there. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. What am I going to ink this up with? What should I ink this up with? I'm going to just rinse this out very quickly and then come back and ink this up. Before I go ahead and ink that up, I'm just going to compare this to some other pen models that you might be more familiar with. So we have the Lamy 2000, which is also a piston filler, just like the Nahvalur Tromso. And then we have the Esterbrook SD. I'm also going to compare it to the Laban 325. So you can see these are quite big pens other than the Lamy 2000 here. And then I'm going to compare it to, let's see, I'm going to compare it to a Sailor Pro Gear, as well as a Pelican M605. So you can see the size differences there. So let's do one more as well. One that I do like in terms of sizing is the Pilot Vanishing Point. So you can see in terms of length and things like that. So let's go ahead and uncap these. So there are all of the pens uncapped, and you can see in terms of length, the Tromso does exceed or is the longest out of all of these. And I think comparing these all, it's probably comparable in width of the body to the Laban 325. And then the grip section actually doesn't look too different from the Esterbrook SE, which is probably why I like it so much. And then in terms of nibs, you have the number 6 Yovo nibs here, and then you've got the smaller nibs here, but then also the hooded nib of the Lamy 2000. So that just gives you some comparison. And then if we're looking at the Pilot Vanishing Point, if we just look at it like that, the Pilot Vanishing Point is definitely longer. It's not even in the screen. So you can see that it is a bit longer when compared, you know, nib to nib like that. In terms of weight, uncapped, it is 30 grams, and this has no ink in it yet. And then, sorry, capped it's 30 grams, and then uncapped it is rolling away at 17 grams, which would make the cap itself 13 grams. And how many turns does it take to uncap or twist the cap off? So we've got 1 and just under 2. That's not really an important thing for me as to how many twists it takes to uncap or cap, but I know there are some people that are very interested in that. So once again, this is a piston filler, so it's got quite the ink capacity in there, and just looking at that, absolutely beautiful nib with the Narwhal on there. So let's go ahead and ink this up. One other thing to note with this pen is that it does not post, but I do not post my pens anyway. That's not something that I need to do, but seeing how this fits in my hand, it's actually really, really nice in my hand. The threads are not sharp at all. There is a little bit of a step up from the section to the body, but where I place my hand, that actually doesn't bother me too much. I can feel it, but it's not so intrusive that it ruins the writing experience for me. But oh my gosh, how beautiful does that look? So this is the Nahvalur, oh my gosh, Voyager, or is it the Vacation series? Oh my gosh, hold on. It's the Nahvalur Voyage Vacation series in the Tromso model. So this was purchased from Atlas Stationers, and this was made possible, oh gosh, I sound like a PBS commercial. This was made possible by viewers like you. And it was solely due to your using my affiliate link and for me to be able to purchase this beautiful, beautiful pen. Gorgeous. So once again, this is the Nahvalur Voyage, and it's got a fine steel nib. And the ink in here is Wearingool Moby Dick. And this nib is super smooth. It's a good amount of wetness, but I believe this ink in itself is actually a little dry, but I do like it. So is there reverse writing possible? For reverse writing, that's actually quite smooth. It's a very, very fine line, but it feels very dry. And then let's do A quick brown fox. The ink looks like it comes out pretty well. I think the flow of this pen is beautiful. This really does look more like Colorverse Alpha CMA the more that I write with it. But I feel like it's a good match for the pen. I wanted to find a purple, but I already had a purple inked up here, and I just feel like this one is a good match for those colors in there. So love that. So far the nib is very smooth and it has good flow. Really enjoying this so far. Oh, love it. And it's just so beautiful to look at. Wonderful. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much to Atlas Stationers for this beautiful pen and this lovely clip as well. And thank you to all of you who continue to support my channel either by watching or commenting or liking or commenting on my posts on Instagram. Every one of those, I love to hear from you. I love seeing what you guys like and what types of content that you like to see. So please keep that up. I love being able to chat with you. And I know that YouTube is a little bit of a one-sided kind of chat, and I'm looking for different ways to be able to create more of a community with my viewers. So I'll keep you guys posted on that and see how we go on that. But once again, this is the Nahvalur or Narwhal Voyage Vacation in Tromso with a fine nib, and this is made with a Jonathan Brookser of Carolina Pen Company, one of his beautiful, beautiful resins. That's gorgeous. All right, but that is it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. If you would like to use my affiliate link, I do have a link in the description, or you can use Karina10 for 10% off. It does exclude some brands such as Esterbrook or Twisby, and Sailor, but you can use it on things like Ferris Wheel Press inks or Narwhal. I believe Narwhal's included and things like that. All right, once again, thank you guys so much for watching and have yourselves a great day.